We're going to work on hips and abs today. Hips and abs are an interesting combination because working the hips and the abs are actually how the body works best, but we tend to reverse it. We stabilize with the butt, so we clench the butt and we turn off the abs, and it's supposed to be the other way around. We stabilize with the abs, relax the butt until we go into action, and we're going to work on that today. But to open that up, we also have to open up the calves. The calves are the complicating, but also the wonderful piece in the human experience. So we got to make sure the calves stay lengthened. So you're going to put your left ball of your foot on the block. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down back. Your head's over the top of the block, and you're going to pump your hips forward. And you breathe.
I've been doing this on curbs.
Yeah.
On gas, or when I'm standing in the airport line, I just kind of quietly like, put my foot up on something.
No, this is great. What number is that?
11.
Okay. Put the roller off to your left. We're going to do our first butt exercise. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to take your leg out to the side, and you're going to flap it like it's a wing. Abs are nice and tight. Keep your knee over the top of your foot. I know it's going to want to internally rotate. Keep the knee turned out to the left.
10.
We're going 20. Give everyone an opportunity to try this. This is a balance act.
20.
Okay, let's switch sides. We'll stretch. You should feel your hip now, as well as your calf. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to pump those hips forward. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. What's this? Katarina and
Waves.
Waves.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
the wrong playlist.
that's okay.
It was a pre-class playlist.
Abs are nice and tight. As you now take your leg out to the side, you're going to flap your leg. Make sure that right knee is over the top of your foot. Ooh, I kicked the bar behind us. You're going to find out how tight your calf is. If you're falling all over the place, it's your calf's fault. Abs are nice and tight. Smiles are up. Jaws relaxed. Smiles are up.
20.
Okay, good.
No sympathy today, gang.
Nope. We're gonna put your left foot on the block. Here's gonna be a fun part. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna hook your right foot on the block in front of you. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. You're gonna take your hips side to side. Try not to move your head. We're working that riding reflex. Hips side to side, like to left as well. There you go. Abs are nice and tight. This will come in handy if you're ever taking clown shoes off your feet.
10.
And switch sides. I used to have a pair. They were like leather. They were really well made, but they had like an extra 6 inches on them. And then I also like this type of shoe called campers or campiers. They're from Spain, and they look like clown shoes too.
10.
Okay. So your calves are stretched out. First part. We're going to stretch next your quads. Abs are nice and tight. Chest is up. Shoulder blades are down and back. Head's over the top of the block as you do hip circles first. Just get things started. Your smiles are up. Do not carry the work in your shoulders. Shoulders aren't working. Abs are. You guys are going to like today.
10.
Opposite direction. We are. You should have seen how horrible it was last week.
10.
Oh.
Old person noise?
Yes. Yes, it is. Head over the top of the block. Just making sure. Keep breathing. Try not to move your head. Move your hips instead. And opposite direction. Smooth as you can. We want smooth hip motion. Don't use your mouth. Smiles are up.
10.
Okay. We're gonna switch sides again. Just thought of something. We're gonna really open this up because I see Gillen stretching still. So we're gonna grab a hold of our foot. Stretch forward, abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. We haven't worked hamstrings in a really long time, so we're gonna do that. Okay, I want you to notice your butt can almost go to your heel can almost go to your butt. Because that's gonna be important for this next piece. Oh. Okay. Go ahead, release your legs as we do a hamstring exercise. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to bend and straighten that leg behind you. You're going to try to touch your heel to your butt. This is working your hamstring. Make sure your hips don't go back as you do this. Hips stay forward. You're doing a complete hamstring motion. This is why people don't like running.
10.
Yes? Is that 10? Okay, switch sides. Go ahead and grab that foot back behind you. Oh. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in that tummy. Take your left foot forward. And then, yeah, grab a hold of your... Yeah. That was interesting what you were doing. We might try that someday.
10.
Yes. And then go ahead and bend and straighten your leg back behind you, working your hamstring on this side. Notice if one side is easier to manage than the other. We call that muscular imbalance, if it's different. Abs? Okay, good. Oh, here we go. Now we can come to our feet. So now we know the extremities are warmed up and they can bend and they can straighten. We'll start out with our right foot forward, left foot back. Bend the front knee, abs are nice and tight, rear heel is off the ground, shoulder blades are down and back, abs are nice and tight. You're going to hinge forward, we're going to do sit-ups here. Suck in your tummy, release. Really try to get your abs to go concave. And you're breathing.
10.
Okay, 10 it is. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to take our hand off the roller because we're going to start working the butt. Straight spine, no pressure in your low back because you're going to keep a straight spine and your abs on. Knees over the top of your foot. We're going to hinge forward and then come back up. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. Abs.
10.
Okay, we're going to switch sides. Once again, your knees over top of your foot. Rear leg is straight. Rear heel is off the ground. Abs are nice and tight. Feet are parallel. Suck in your tummy. We're going to do sit-ups. Suck it in, release. That's it. Suck it in, release. Slight hinge forward. Change the shape of your abdomen. See if you can feel your abs. And then we're going to release the roller for a second. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to hinge forward, then come back up. Keep breathing. Straight spine. See what the ground feels like. It's funny, we have two tiny dogs, but when you take them walking, you have to check the temperature of the ground because their little paws get burned really easy.
10.
So this is the way you guys can practice in case you ever watch our dogs. Okay, we're in this position once again. Abs are nice and tight. So we're gonna work with this butt. Knee stays over the top of your foot. You're gonna touch the ground with your left hand, and then you're gonna reach up, open, open. Keep the alignment of that knee as you open wide, and then you're gonna go back down. This is working another angle on the glute max. Watch the alignment of that right knee, that it doesn't move. Keep breathing. No pressure into your low back. You should be working your butt. You should be working your quad. Definitely your abs. Happy. Yeah, opens up that adductor. Try
10.
to keep those feet parallel. That rear foot's going to want to turn. Mine just did. I had to correct it. Is that 10?
10.
Okay, good. We're doing the other side. Get your alignment, rear leg is straight, rear heel is off the ground, front knee is bent, knees over the top of your foot. We're going to hold that alignment as we now touch the ground. And then we're going to open up. Work your butt, not your low back. Oh. Hold that balance. Keep your feet parallel. Wow. Abs. Can you guys feel your abs?
10.
Oh, I got stuck on that one. Guys feel your butt? Yes. We're immediately going to go into sit-ups. So come to the ground. Since you felt your abs doing that last one, it should be easy for you to activate your abs. Balls in the small of your back. Feet are parallel. Knees are bent. Arms are back behind you. You're going to shoot your chest up. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy, tighten and release. Keep breathing. Really activate only your abs, not your chest, not your neck. Smiles are up. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, go ahead and release your arms. Oh. Here we go, same thing. Lean back as far as you can comfortably go. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy, and then come back up. We're getting you ready to pass the turkey at Thanksgiving and not spill it all over the place. Keep breathing. What number is that?
7.
Suck in that tummy. No neck.
10.
Okay, now we're gonna go to the right and to the left. Suck in your tummy, each position. Keep breathing. Suck that tummy in.
10.
Okay, we're gonna come around into kneeling now. Oh, we know you guys enjoy this so much. You're gonna put the block underneath your left knee. Hands go to the ground.
Does he do this one when I'm not?
Nope. Nope, we did not.
I apologize.
Okay, so we'll start out with our pile driver. You're gonna put your right knee on the ground, then you're gonna lift it up in the air, lower it down. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Okay, now keep your knee in the low position. It's practically touching the ground. Okay, and then you're going to take your leg out the side. It's not going to go very far. You're using primarily your right butt cheek. Abs are nice and tight. Knees almost touching the ground. What number is this?
9. 10.
Okay, now we're going to go into the high position. High, 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 high. And then you're going to lift it up, out to the side. Keep both arms straight and then back down. High position. You should feel your left butt cheek working now. Keep breathing. Does anyone need assistance? What number is that?
8. 10.
Okay, switch sides. You should feel your butt cheeks working. We're going to start out with our pile driver. Lower your left knee down and then lift it up. Keep your legs side by side. Abs are engaged. Your abs are doing this as much as your butt muscles are. Keep breathing. What number is that? Okay. Keep your knee low. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy as you take your leg out to the side. Keep breathing. Knees almost touching the ground. Lower, Abby. There you go. Your leg's not going to go far to the side in this position.
10.
Okay, now you're going to go into the high position. Your leg's going to go up. Keep it in the high position. Abs. What number is that?
9. 10.
Okay, good. Come in the kneeling. Guys should feel your butt now. We're going to go back to our sit-ups. Told you it was butt nab day. Ball goes behind your low back. Abs are nice and tight. You're breathing. Okay, shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to lift your butt up off the ground. Abs are nice and tight. Here's where it gets interesting. You're going to take your hands off the ground. We're going to start out walking opposite hand to opposite foot. This is where you work balance and core stabilization. Yep. Move down a tiny bit then. There you go, right there. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Opposite. There you go.
20.
20. Don't use your neck. I was just going to point that out. Hands go back behind you, legs are straight. We're going to work on those abs again. Suck in your tummy. Don't use your neck. Long neck, in fact. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. Suck in that tummy. Change the shape of your abdomen. Okay. Good. Arms go back in front of you. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to lean back as far as you could comfortably go and then come back up, sucking in your tummy. Keep breathing. You can work on your juggling in situations like this.
10.
Okay. We're going to arch for a quick second before we go back to butt work. Oh, you're going to rock from side to side. Oh. Remember, if you feel pressure in your low back, that means you accidentally used your psoas muscle. If you feel pressure in the front of your hips, you use something called the iliacus. That's also a hip flexor. That's not what we were going after. But if you feel pressure in what would be your six-pack, that means you use your rectus abdominis, and you did great. Okay, we're going to sit up again and come into kneeling. This is an easy class, huh? Yes, goes by real quickly. Left knee on the block, both hands on the ground. Whoops, I'm too close to the wall. Hopefully you can see me on the camera still. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna, bless you. You're gonna lower your hip down and then you're gonna raise it up out to the side. So your foot almost goes 90 degrees, but you're not getting it from your foot. You're getting it from your left hip. Lower down Lift up. Keep breathing. Try not to make your femur move too much. That's your left one. You should be using your abs to do this as much as you are using your butt muscles. Your axis of rotation is your right leg.
10.
And good. Switch sides. Get to your butt. Okay, straight leg, that becomes straight left leg, that's your axis of rotation. And then you're going to open your hips up and then close them back down. Open them up. I will help you. Yeah. Open and then close. Open. We'll do a few extra for her. Plus I gotta do mine. Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, fire alarm again. We're gonna ignore it.
10.
Okay, switch sides again. So this is how this is gonna work. You're gonna take your right knee out to the right, make sure your knee is higher than your foot. Then it's gonna straighten out, your hips level out. Your leg crosses midline, you're gonna touch across midline. Then you're gonna open back up, take the leg out to the side. That's one. Lift it up, lower it down. This is causing you to do hip flexion, knee flexion, and butt stabilization. What number is that?
9.
Oh, okay.
And 10.
Good. Let us switch sides. All right. Same thing. You're taking your left leg out to side, your knees higher than your foot, and then you're going to drop your hips level, cross your leg across midline, touch, and then out to the side. Each time you're trying to get your knee higher than your foot and higher than your hip. Your femur is not moving on your right leg. Your abs are working. Keep breathing.
8. 9. And 10.
Guys feel that? Should feel your butt. We're now going to go back to our abs. Button abs, button abs. So you know how they fire off all the tsunami alarms on the first of the month? I like when they tell the first timers here that it means there's tsunamis coming. You might be prepared around noon. There's a tsunami coming. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, this time you're going to roll down a little bit. You're going to lift your arms up. We're going to do sit-ups here. You're going to do sit-up, sit-up. Don't use your neck. Keep your butt off the ground. Keep your eyes relaxed. We're working the abs.
$11.
12? Okay, rest for a second. Gillian likes these. Her head's going the wrong way, but she means this.
I'm counting.
Okay, here we go. Butt off the ground again. We're going to go punching left and right, or left and then right. But move through your body, not through your arm. That's what makes a good punch. Keep breathing.
12.
Okay, rest. Why is your phone going off?
Is it my phone?
Yeah, that's why the music stopped.
Oh.
Okay, in this position, legs will go straight, arms are back behind you, you're sucking your tummy, abs tight and relax. Tight and relax. Keep breathing.
It was a cue to take a sip of my drink.
Ah, yes. Well, it was like that time when on the air raid, our missile alert went off in our class. We were in class. Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Actually, I was at a fun place. We were just driving into the park for a big basketball event while parents were panicking and trampling over children to get out of the parking lot. It was like, good thing we were late today, huh? It was like the best of humanity.
Abs are nice and tight now. We're going to do our punches again. We're going to go right, left, left. It's like an old Laurel and Hardy movie where they pull the steering wheel off the car and hand it to the other person because they want to drive.
12.
Okay, rest. Okay, here we go. Hands go over the top of your head. You're going to lean back as far as you could go and then come back up. Oh, I have to avoid the bars here. Sucking that tummy. So we're working the abs and the butt. So tomorrow when you wake up with low back pain or what you think is low back pain, it is butt tightness. You will need to stretch your butt in a nice pigeon position. We'll show you that later.
10.
Okay, rest. Okay, come back onto your knees.
Is there a nice pigeon?
There is a wonderful position. If you have a staircase, it's wonderful because you just put your leg up the steps. Okay, block goes in front of your left knee. Underneath it, yeah. You're gonna take your, whoops, I'm too close again. Right leg straight back behind you. You're gonna take your left arm out in front of you. Balance. And then we're gonna bring the 2 points together, your elbow and your knee, and they're physically gonna touch, and then you're gonna extend back. Abs are nice and tight. Keep your breathing going, keep your balance going on. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Core on. You should feel your butts and abs working. Whoa. What number is that?
Too many.
9.
One more.
10.
Alrighty. This is a good day. Switch sides. Block goes under your right knee, your left leg goes straight, your right arm will go straight and off the ground. And then we're going to bring those 2 points together, touch, and then open. Abs, then back extensors and butt. Keep breathing. Whoa. Is that 10?
10.
Yes. Rest for a split second. You should feel your butt and your low back and your abs. Block goes underneath your left knee. It's okay, Gillen.
Feel something clicking in the back when I was doing that.
Yeah, that's
Sacrum?
yeah, it's sacrum. It's not necessarily bad, but it means it needs to be strengthened. Okay, so we're gonna take our right leg out to the side, left arm out to the side. Same thing, you're gonna bring your elbow and knee together and then back out to the side. No pressure in your low back, your abs are working. Abs are nice and tight. Nine. 10. Rest. Easy peasy. You guys feel this?
Yes.
I don't want you to feel cheated. Nothing's worse than feeling cheated. It's like going to all you can eat restaurant, but their service is really slow. like what happened to Maria and I. Okay, you're going to go on your right knee. Your left knee goes out to the side, your right arm goes out to the side, and then you're going to pull those 2 points together and then apart. Oh. Now this one side's easier than the other.
10.
And it may explain weird things like shoulder pain.
Really?
Because the work's got to go somewhere. Okay, your legs are going to go to the right. Ball is going to slightly wedge under your left butt cheek. Your butt cheeks are down on the ground. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to start out with a basic sit-up. Suck in your tummy and release. Keep breathing. Do not use your hip flexor. If you feel your hip flexor, push your hip forward. Yes. And then keep in your abs. If you still feel it, you got to strengthen your abs. And that's what we're doing.
But it helps to push your leg back a little bit and then open it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
There
Open
we
it
go.
up and then press that hip forward slightly.
Okay, now arms and stick them up as we go over to the right using your obliques. Smiles are up. Shape your body and your mind first, because form follows energy. Okay, now we're going to rotate to the right. Suck in your tummy, lean into it. You should feel your now internal oblique working. This will be your right internal oblique. This is a proper technique for laughing at a really good joke. Ha! Ha 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 ha!
10.
And now we're going to enact terror. We're going to turn to the left, lean back to the right. This is what you do when you see something that's just outrageous. Ah!
This is a King Kong.
Yes, King Kong moment. Got a great picture of Maria in Hollywood being picked up by King Kong. We gotta find that photo. Suck in that tummy. Arch backwards.
10.
Okay, good. Now we're going to turn it into hip work. Hands are in, stick them up. Ready? Here we go. Lift and lower your leg off the ground.
Foot and knee.
Foot and knee, yes.
Can't see your feet.
Yeah, everything's coming off the ground. Smile, Gillen.
10.
Okay, rest for a second. Yes, this is working the bootiest. Abs are nice and tight. Now we're going to practice getting up off the ground. You're going to go here, and then your foot's going to rotate, and then it's going to go back behind you. Up. It never touches the ground. Abs and butt. What a combo. This is like a value meal.
So should we count by twos?
Yes.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
If you're going to 20.
10.
Okay. Okay, we'll let you arc. So you're going to put your left ankle over your right knee, and you're going to arc over the top of the ball. Ah. It's a nice stretch. Wait, you can tell you're working the right muscles because you should be sore here and around your hip.
It wasn't sore at all last week. It was really nice.
Yes, but that's not the goal. The goal is to be sore, but not in pain.
10.
And again, now you can see how the obliques would affect the shoulder. We're doing the other side. Your left legs, or your legs go off to the left. Ball goes under your right butt cheek slightly. Okay, gotta do the same thing on this side. Here we go. Start out with your sit-up. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck it in, release. Stay up nice and tall. This is when the family's over and they're taking pictures, and you can tell they're taking pictures out of your corner of your eye, you suck in your tummy so the picture looks good.
12.
Okay, we're gonna go and stick them up as we lean over to the left. Activate your obliques, suck in that tummy to activate the transverse abdominis. Just makes you into better dancers all around. So you're not that person at the wedding.
We just got visuals, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know that person. The guy that jogs in place. That's my favorite one.
As long as they don't do the sprinkler, right?
Yes.
That's like 15.
Okay, rotate to the left. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to use that internal oblique on this left side. This is actually the more important one of the two obliques because this one flattens out your lower belly, so really suck in your tummy. Okay, rotate to the right. We're going to get the external oblique as we lean away from King Kong. Abs are nice and tight. You don't know how excited I was coming to this island to find out King Kong lived in Kaneohe?
10.
Okay, come back to center. And then we did, oh yeah, leg lifties, right? Abs are nice and tight, hands and stick them up. We're gonna lift lower, lift lower. You can tell if you don't use a muscle, it usually gets exaggeratedly sore.
10.
Okay, rest. Why is everyone stretching? Should I stretch? Why is everyone's mouth opening too? Okay, here we go. From this position, you're going to keep your leg off the ground as you rotate around, back, and rotate around. This is in case you have to get off the floor without your hands. You can do it. Your foot never touches the ground.
Oh.
Yes, exactly. What number is that?
10.
Okay. You can arc over the ball, hook your right ankle over your left knee. Arc, arc, arc. Oh. Oh, stretch, 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 stretch. Once again, you can see how your obliques could affect your shoulder functioning. Really reach over the top of your head as you stretch. Okay. We're going to come back around. We have to do a little bit of pelvic floor work just because it's important. Block, ball, ball on block, and then pelvic floor on the block. Ball's midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. And then the hardest part, getting your head over top of the ball. Shoulder blades are down and back. Suck in your tummy. We're going to do sit-ups. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. Keep breathing. Abs, pelvic floor. First chakra is that pelvic floor. We really want to work that. Second chakra is your lower abs. Third chakra is your upper abs. Usually easiest to get, but we want them all working on this. And your breathing. You can move your head around to make sure you're not using your neck and your head stays over the top of the ball.
20.
Okay, we're going to do sit-ups from here. Interlock your fingers behind your head. You're going to suck in your tummy as hard as you can. Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in. Then suck it in even more. And then come back out. Arch in the opposite direction. Keep sucking in your tummy and then suck in your tummy as you come forward. So really there's no point where your abs shut off. So I get something called BritBox. on Amazon, so I get all sorts of British TV. But BritBox tends to be really authentic in what England looked like in all the timepieces. I have no compunction of going to England in like the 1800s. It was gross. It was disgusting. It had smoggy air. But it is my fantasy to come back to Hawaii like in the 1800s. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's no part of Europe I want to go to in like the 17 or 1800s.
Yeah.
But here, I would come to in a heartbeat. Yeah, be able to swim and eat. You know, and the crazier thing is, I read this article, there is no fossil record of sewage treatment when they had the, was it Apu'a'as?
Ahupua.
Yeah. It was integrated into farming.
The Hawaiians were brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Brilliant.
The two things they got right, land and water.
Until the diseases came in.
Yes. And I found out from going to your hula thing, I brought Maria, that was one of like the first things we ever did was when you did your hula thing at the Hilton. I'm like, why are some people dressed like scarecrows? Because they had clothes on and their grass skirts are coming out. And she said that's because that's when they were told to wear clothing. And I'm like, when are they going to come out naked then?
That's the transition of Western influence.
Actually, I remember we did a show where we were all topless. It was ancient. We were topless, but we wore long falls.
When are you going to do that again?
So we did that. It was a bit uncomfortable, I have to admit. But
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. And we had male partners, so they were across from us. So it was like, keep your eyes here.
Here.
Eyes up, boys, eyes up.
Did you use tape to take the hair to your... Yeah, so we were covered, but our backs were exposed.
Wow.
Dramatic,
Abs are nice and tight. You're just sucking your tummy and they're locked.
And how much they didn't have that, right? Being comfortable with themselves and others. Yeah.
Well, when we were over on the Big Island, we saw the Merry Monarch place, and I'm like, this is so disappointing. It's a warehouse. I thought it was going to be like this.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be this beautiful, like, rock stadium. Okay, now we're going to take this elbow across midline.
So different from the outside, right? And what you see from the inside when they're...
Abs. And that is 10. Okay.
10.
So on this one, we're going to cross over, then you lift, put down, cross back, cross over, lift. So it's abs and hip. Oh, if that's not a struggle. Okay, switch sides.
And it's so industrial, right? He was like, "Where's all the flowers?" And,
I'm like, "Where's the flowers?"
Outside, and it's like in the middle
We're
of
the people that walk around and with the lays on. It's like it's a parking lot. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna just suck in our tummy and release. Yeah, I thought I was gonna see red and yellow flowers everywhere.
But that's what I was telling him. I think, like in the 90s, right? Hilo had like some of the highest rate of mental illness and depression. I think just
The weather's always like Seattle.
yeah,
It's raining, but it's lush. So.
yeah.
Abs, abs, and here we go. We're gonna cross the midline. Make sure your elbow's crossing over your knee and your knee is not crossing over to your elbow. Okay, then you're gonna cross, lift, back down, cross, lift, back down. This is contralateral twist. Makes you into better walkers. Okay. Both legs forward. We're gonna work on our squats here. Pelvic floor is still on. Shoulder blades are down and back. Abs nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Don't use your hip flexors. Keep breathing. Suck that tummy in. Okay, hands and stick them up. We're gonna all try this. We'll see how successful we are. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna come off the ball just a little bit and then go back down, touch the ball, and then come off the ball. Yeah, it will roll. Just don't fall. If you do fall, just get up. Yeah. This is in case you're sitting on someone's head and you need to get something.
Pen.
Happens. Okay, hands on your knees. We're gonna go into our resting recovery position. Tighten up your pelvic floor, close up your rib cage. We're gonna do our sit-up, suck in your tummy, release. Suck it in, release. Because we're gonna head to that pigeon that we talked about. If tomorrow you wake up with low back pain, it's not low back pain, it's tight butt, tight ab syndrome.
10.
Yeah, people think if they work their abs, they won't have back pain. Initially, you will. Okay, so we're gonna get our 2 blocks.
Oh.
You're gonna take your right leg back behind you. We're gonna set it into a pigeon position. And then we're gonna just stretch. You can rock from side to side. You should feel your left butt cheek opening up. Long spine, this is what's going to matter tomorrow if you have low back soreness, which is not. Oh. And from here, you can go down on your elbows. Try to keep a straight spine, abs nice and tight, jaws relaxed. You can wiggle from side to side because it's just fun. Keep breathing. Oh. And then you could put your right arm across to the other block, and now you can do a twist to your left. You can put your left hand on your booty cheek or your low back. Chest up. 10. Okay, let us switch sides. So you have your, in case your back feels sore tomorrow. But you guys never get sore, so it's not a problem. Gillen likes making me feel good, and she says she gets sore, but she never gets sore. Rock from side to side. So this is not an asana. In yoga, it's an asana. You hold still. We're trying to open up all the fibers. Keep your abs engaged, though. Okay, come onto your elbows. You can continue to rock just because it's fun. So I love macadamia nuts. So I was at Costco and I saw macadamia nut butter, which I thought was going to be awesome. It's kind of bland. It's like pre-chewed macadamia nuts. That's what I should do. It's probably good salt in it. So I decided to put it in a smoothie where I should have thought about it and put like maybe a teaspoonful in. I put like a quarter cup. And that thing was so thick I couldn't get it through the straw, and then I couldn't get it out of the cup.
Elbow?
Oh, yes. Flop that left arm over. You're going to put your right hand on your booty or your low back. Open up your chest. There's this really expensive macadamia nut you can get where they soak them and then they dehydrate them. So it soaks the phytates out of them.
10.
Okay, come back up. Oh. You're gonna come into kneeling. We're gonna lean back in the opposite direction. Open up the quads a little bit. We'll do our sit-ups, suck in your tummy, and then release. Suck in your tummy and release. Move your head and neck around just to see that you're not using it.
It'd be nice if we just took food that we were going to eat. Unadulterated.
Yeah.
So much wasted food. Over-processed.
I just thought about my breadfruit pancakes. Yeah.
That's good.
Because we saw breadfruit on our walk this morning, and I'm like, do you think the neighbor would mind if we stole that? Yeah. My favorite is when they drop off the really big trees and they explode on the ground. Curl your toes under. Yeah, but I found this recipe online where you just get breadfruit, peel it, throw it in the blender, a little bit of vanilla, and I think that was it. A little bit of like oat milk, and you blend it, and it makes great pancakes.
That's it?
Yeah, it's really simple. The fact that I made it, it must have been super easy. Just feel the stretch.
Where? My toes are killing me.
That's a good place to feel them. You should also feel this in your quads. Okay, ducky. Let us kick out the ground. Wake up the people downstairs. And then this is where the music changes and we go on our back. So you guys did a lot. Doesn't feel like you did a lot because this was a super easy class.
Hey, I worked off 245 pounds.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I found out on your Fitbit? If you make yourself shorter, you get more steps.
Cheater.
And go ahead and lay flat back against the roller. Your feet are parallel, your knees are bent, your shoulder blades are down and back, your neck is nice and long. This is athletic ready posture because your legs are bent and your torso is long. This is what we're going for in life. And you're going to breathe. Just feel what it feels like. You should be able to feel your abs. So breathing diaphragmatically should be super easy. And your chest should feel super relaxed. The most devastating thing that can happen to a toddler and younger is a simple nose cold, because children only know how to breathe through their nose. They don't yet know how to breathe through their mouth. And it's in fact when they learn to breathe through their mouth, and that's usually when schooling starts and some teacher goes, all right, class, take a big breath in like me, and she inhales through her mouth, that kids learn how to breathe through their mouths. That's when they start getting really sickly, because there's no means in which to filter out all the particulate material in the air. So breathe through your nose only, and breathe into your belly. The belly breath is a parasympathetic breath. It calms your system down, it puts you into thriving, and allows you to learn and create relationship. The chest breath is sympathetic fight flight. It puts you into fear, worry, scared, all the things that you associated with the shoulders elevating. Just keep in the belly breath. Breathe only through your nose. You guys continue to stay on your rollers. Since you're doing such a good job of resting, just take your arms over the top of your head, see what that feels like. Just stretch your arms over the top of your head. Both of them. This will help you with your brick making. Notice what it feels like to have your shoulders be open and how it allows more diaphragmatic excursion, not chest excursion, but diaphragmatic excursion, as more air gets into your system. Nothing in the human body has a single function, so as you're doing this, think about what it's doing for your lungs, your breast tissue, your thyroid, your thymus. How it's opening up more expansiveness to your liver, stomach, spleen, pancreas, gallbladder, kidneys, and adrenal glands. It's creating lift for your small and large intestines. And it's taking the weight off your bladder and reproductive organs. Feel what your chest and torso feel like with your arms over your top of your head. Keep it that way as you bring your arms back down to your sides now. Remember, most injuries are a combination of imbalance and weakness. The injury creates that imbalance or weakness, and that's why it creates pain and long-term pain. And the sooner we can reorganize back into strength and flexibility, the pain starts going away. So if you ever encounter your pain in your body, instead of going, this is bad, I have to get away from it, figure out how to create balance like we did with the butt and the abs today, and even a little bit with the shoulder motion of taking the arms over the top of the head. Feel what it feels like to breathe. You guys are so much stronger than you even know. We're so involved with seeing what gets taken away from us. We look at the aging process, but we don't look at how strong we actually are. And our bad habit of compensating that really steals what we have identified as strength, because compensation is never as strong as authentic connection. So gently roll off your roller onto your back. See what the ground feels like underneath you. Stretch those legs out. We have worked the abs and the butt connection. You saw how much your body just resists this pattern and how much energy it costs us, but once we turn it on, everything gets easier. Notice your connection to breathing and how much closer you are to meditation. So on behalf of Maria and me, we'd like to say thank you for being here, supporting us, doing the crazy things we ask of you, and being present. We appreciate you very much, and namaste.
Namaste.